Hi, just some more ramblings before I get myself organised. Continuing the chess theme. Speaking of Philomela, there's also this concept of handmaidens, which is kind of quite uncomfortable, like a substitute for somebody who wasn't able to conceive. I think there's much more deep symbolic meanings to this. Just for the purposes of this about mistreatment, Sarah mistreated Hagar, her handmaiden, when she became pregnant because there was a question about usurping authority. Hagar actually left but was convinced to come back. But of note to this conversation about Cornwall, there were Wheel Abraham and Wheel Sarah near Crowan, where the river Hell rises. Hell raises. Footsteps shuffle on the stairs in allusion to ascending the ladder, steps to the sky, Jacob's ladder, and the Maquette ladder Osiris used. Under the firelight brush, her hair, I think, could relate to Coma Berenice, which contains the North Galactic Pole. It could also relate to more intimate hair, which may connect to they wash their feet in soda water in the fire sermon. An allusion to anointing, remembering that feet is a different part of the anatomy. The wind under the door takes us back to Rhapsody on a Windy Night, remembering that the door is the gateway and death is the door to life. So we're speaking about resurrection again. There are lots of repetitions of do you remember what shall I do, where do is perhaps a shortened form of Dorothy, Theodora. I shall rush out as I am is an interesting line. Rush in hieroglyphics could be Nekbet, with the patron city Nekeb, the patron of Upper Egypt. So a reference to uniting the two lands again. As I am alludes to the I am phrases of the Bible. I shall rush out as I am. I will become Nekbet, or return as her, perhaps. The hot water at 10 gives us Aten, and if it rains, a closed car at 4. Newt was associated with rain. A closed car at 4 could give us car 4, a crossroads, which is the symbol of Newt and the city. And we shall play a game of chess links the theme of chess to the Tempest, the island of Caliban and the mother Sycorax, Prospero, Ariel, etc. Could this link the Grail myth of Arthur to this magical island, Cornwall, Wales, the UK? Prospero manipulates events politically, much like chess, much like Merlin. Alonso's son Ferdinand is alive and in love with Miranda, perhaps a link with King Alonso X of Castile, who commissioned a manuscript, Libro de los Juegos, which includes paintings of Knights Templar playing chess, linking that with war strategy. It was Franz Ferdinand's assassination that triggered the events of World War I, perhaps prophetically Eliot is hinting at World War II. Ferdinand is alive, i.e. the embers of another war. Of relevance to the game of chess, the king doesn't die, but concedes the loss. Starts again with a new game. And the queen can move in any direction or position. Pardon the pun. And finally, waiting for a knock on the door is another epithet of Mary, a mother figure, which I think links to East Coker 4 quartets. In my beginning is my end. Then you begin in the womb with the mother, and perhaps die and are reborn. Thanks for listening.